Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Cereal Review, the show where I review cereal for you. And today, I've got Honey Nut Cheerios. As you may have known, I did Cheerios as my first video. I thought it was a pretty good starting point. Everyone knows Cheerios. I think anyone who's really had cereals had Cheerios before. I apologize about that, sorry. But yeah, so Honey Nut Cheerios, the other big type of Cheerios, usually the one that gets all the advertisements, if you know. If you watch any TV, even on like YouTube, I've seen occasionally ads for Honey Nut Cheerios, but this is the one that gets all the attention, at least from the actual company itself. Normal Cheerios never really gets any little shout outs, advertising. It's just there. Everyone knows about it, but this is the one. I think this is the one because they gave it a mascot with what was his name? Buzzy, something like that. The honeybee. He's in all the commercials. I think this is why this is the one that gets marketed, is because it has a mascot. It's easier to do so, and it actually has something added to it flavor-wise over regular Cheerios. Don't get me wrong. I said regular Cheerios are fine. They're kind of whatever, but I don't hate them. They're good for what they are. I think these are probably better. I think most people would agree as well. So I figured I'd do this one and give my thoughts compared to the normal Cheerios. So we'll get right into it. Yeah, do have a huge box here. Throw a little bit there. So they look just like regular Cheerios because they probably just make normal Cheerios and then put the coating on it. So if you can see, they look a little bit shinier because they have that honey sugar coating on it. They're not sticky though. You know, a lot of cereal like this, they're very sticky. This one not so much. So, whoops. I think this is a pretty good drive, just like normal Cheerios, especially because it's not sticky. But they're not bad. They're not the best that they could be like this. Definitely eating it with the milk is the way to go. It's fine like this though. So if you have little kids, they like eating normal Cheerios, they can have this too. I wouldn't say this is bad at all. And the honey nut part of it, there is a little bit of a nut taste to it. I think that's definitely what it comes from. Just looking at the ingredients quick, trying to see if they have it. Yes, there it is. Natural almond flavor. That's where it comes from. So it's not very pronounced, but it does complement very well with the honey. I think that's a really good thing that the cereal does. They got that down perfectly almost. So we will pour our milk in. Okay. Here we go. Lots of flavor. It's way better than it was dry because it doesn't taste that much different, but adding the milk makes a world of difference to it. I mean, I know this is the way cereal is supposed to be eaten, and you still might think it's weird I try it dry, but it's just I know some people do, so I do it just to cover all the bases here, but this is way better this way. I've said with the other cereals that have, like a coating to it, it kind of dissolves out into the milk a little bit. Same thing here, but oh boy, it helps out so much. It basically amplifies the taste, that subtle nuttiness to it, along with the honey. It's sweet, but not too sweet. It's a little bit nutty, not too nutty. It's perfectly balanced, I think, in that regard. The Cheerios itself, there's a slight taste of the regular Cheerios because it is the same cereal after all. But it's not very pronounced because the flavoring's been added to it. So if you do like the taste, what is there of regular Cheerios, you still get some of that. And I think that's a great thing. I think that General Mills did a really, really good job with this cereal. I don't have it all the time, but it always surprises me when I do have it about how good this cereal is. It's never the first thing that comes to my mind when I think of, oh, what are my favorite cereals? What are some of the best cereals I think are out there? This is never what comes to my mind. But whenever I do have it, I'm immediately like, wow, this is really good. Why do I not ever think of it? But that's not to say it's not popular cereal. I think this is probably one of the most popular cereals out there. If there was ever a list put out of the most bought cereals, I guess this and regular Cheerios would probably be in the top 5, I would guess. This might be above normal Cheerios in that list, definitely, but I would not be surprised if they were both in the top 5. It's just that good. Plus, the advertising doesn't hurt either. It's getting a bit soggy. It hasn't been very long. It's holding up pretty well, so this does not get soggy very fast. So that's a good thing if you don't like it that way. Looking at the back, there's a little. It's more of like an advertisement, I think, on here, but that's the strange thing, is that the cereal gets mostly marketed to adults in all the advertisements about it being heart healthy and that sort of thing. But they still know that a lot of kids eat this because a lot of kids eat regular cereals too, regular Cheerios too. So a little bit weird considering, like I said, most of the advertising is towards adults, but then the back of the box is aimed towards children. But yeah, that's the big thing they go for, is it's heart healthy, helps you lower your cholesterol. So all the advertisements are more older, like middle-aged adults and up. And then they talk to Buzz, and he says how Cheerios are a good part of their diet to help with that sort of thing. I don't know, like maybe it's true, maybe it's not. It is probably a better cereal for you than like a lot of the other stuff we've had so far, but I don't know. I wouldn't say it's a lot better. There's still sugar in it. Let's be clear about that. It's not. It's probably definitely not as much as some other cereals. Though. It says here that when you have it with the milk, there's 24% of your daily sugar. That's definitely a lot less than some other cereals, and there's not a lot of fat or cholesterol in it. Well, that's the whole point, I guess. So yeah, I guess this is a lot better for you than a lot of other cereals. More of the the children's cereals, the monster cereals they've had, the Reese's Puffs, that sort of thing. So if you're on a diet, you still want to eat cereal, Cheerios, Honey Nut Cheerios, that sort of thing, the Life cereal, it's probably what you want to go for over any of those. And this doesn't taste bad either. I personally like Life more still. That's probably because I've had it a lot more. It's just a personal preference. I think most people would prefer this though. It's not totally soggy. It is a little bit. It's like halfway. Some of it's still pretty solid. Some of it is pretty soggy. Taste is still great. It's not mushy yet or anything. You're gonna have to let this sit around for like 10 minutes at least for that to happen. And by that point, I'm pretty sure most people have finished. Yeah, it's still really good. Maybe if you like the flavor of the milk when everything's mixed in, this is a lot better in that case. I can taste it a lot more in just the milk now. It's holding up really well, so it's not going to get soggy really fast. It tastes great. Yeah, I think that this is an excellent cereal. Really good. Sorry about that. Some lunch is getting made right now. Yeah, I know, right after the cereal. It's only had a little bit. But I think this is an excellent cereal. I'm sure you've probably tried Honey Nut Cheerios before. But if you haven't, definitely give it a try. This is up there with one of the best ones. It might not have all the bells and whistles. It might not have marshmallows, and may not have some fun shapes or anything like that. But don't be fooled. This is excellent, and I definitely recommend it. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Comment if you have any suggestions for me to try out. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. I put these videos up starting now every other week, usually on Wednesday. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Thank you.